3, 2, 1.
Got a blast!
What's going on, my people? How is everybody doing and how is everybody feeling? And today, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you all how to make an incredible Alonzo Mourning build. So my people, the great thing about this build that you're going to see is how incredible this build is just going to be for center. Alright, Alonzo Mourning, just an all-around great center, you know, a legend for sure. Finally was able to get shades, so it took me a while to get shades of Alonzo Mourning, but I'm finally able to get shades, so we're gonna definitely make that build today. So first things first is when we're looking at this build, we know he's 6'10". We know that he weighs, how much he weighs? 244 pounds, and he has he's at 6'10", right? So 6'10" center. You see 80 on a driving layup, 98 standing dunk. I always say, why go 98? Just go 99, right? Driving dunk of a 70, close shot of a 90. So that's pretty good. Can't go wrong with that, right? Now 82 midi with the 62 3-point shot. That's pretty good as well. Can't go wrong with that, because you can cap break this 62 and make it higher. 64 free throw. He wasn't the best free throw shooter at all. 94 on that post control. You can't go wrong with that, so that's gonna be good. And then with this, the playmaking is not the best, so that's something that you're gonna keep in mind about this Alonzo Mourning build. I'm a little under the weather, still getting over a cold, so my nose is, you know, stuffed up, and still dealing with some other you know, respiratory issues right now, but you know, I still want to get these videos out to y'all. So look at this, 95 interior defense is insane, 64 perimeter, that's pretty good, and then the 74 still, 97 block with a 92 offensive rebound and a 96 defensive rebound. So this is my type of center. Dominance inside center, could shoot a little bit, play a lot of defense. That's my style. And then the physical, so 67 speed, 64 agility, 96 strength, which is amazing with the 82 vert. So we have a glimpse of what we're going to be looking at. To build a Alonzo Mourning build like this is very tough to make. You gotta kind of, you know, get close to it, but we're gonna see what we're able to do. All right, so let's get right in. All right, my people, so we are in the my play build. As you can see, Alonzo Mourning right hand jersey number is 33. We're making this at center, of course. We're going 6'10", 244 pounds with a 7'1" wingspan. All right, here is the build, my people. So this build is, like I said, trying to make an exact Alonzo Mourning build from the attributes that we've seen is very difficult. If you really want to use this build as Alonzo Mourning, what you need to do is go to the quick match and you'll be able to use his exact attributes the way you see it. But this is online NBA 2K, and we're not going to get hit exact attributes for everything that we saw, but we can get close. All right, so this is what we're working with. So we go with that 92 close shot. All right, the float game is on Hall of Fame, hook specialist on gold, paint controller on gold as well, so that's great. 92 is really good. 80 driving layup, because that physical finisher is going to come in handy with this build, and we get great layup animations as well. I only went 75 driving dunk just so we can get posterized an area wizard. 90 standing dunk. We saw he had a 98, but if you want to put 9 cap breakers here, you go right ahead. You can get that 99 if you want, or 98. Excuse me. It's like I said, I'm still under the weather, but fighting to get over it every day. Post control, we're going 87, because I think 87 is always good. I feel like you don't need anything more than that, depending on your play style, or if you want certain badges. I think 87 is good. And 82 on the mid-range shot is going to be great. 60 on that 3-point shot is what we're rocking with. And then I didn't put no free throw on this build because, you know, it is what it is. And then of course the playmaking. So like I said, his playmaking wasn't high, so I wanted to honor that. The defense, so he had a 90 something interior defense, but I only went 77 just because we need at least a 77 interior to get gold paint controller. All right, 63 on that perimeter defense for the off-ball pass and then move to enforcer. 73 steal, so most centers don't even have this much steal. Either they have a steal or they only have 60. But having a 73 on this is gonna be crazy. Could max +1 that intercept to the go to Hall of Fame, make you even more dominant on defense. 93 blocks, so we get Hall of Fame, high flying denier, and gold paint patrol. These are going to be great badges that you want on this Alonzo Mourning build. We saw he had 90+ on the rebounding. Hey, I was only able to go 85 right here, but if you want to change this, maybe drop the block, put more rebounding, you go right ahead. But 65 balance on the speed and agility with the 91 strength and then 83 vertical. So this build to me is solid, alright? I like this. This is the closest that I was able to get for the Alonzo Mourning in terms of the shades. The takeovers is going to be fantastic. I like this one a lot. So the barbecue chicken, you get the 95 standing dunk, 98 close shot with the 93 post control. That's nice. Can't go wrong with that. This one is also good. 89 midi, 94 post control, 99 close shot. That's a good one right there. Can't go wrong with that. This is another good one too. You know, get you standing dunk, driving dunk, and close shot. And then of course a lot of the layup ones, which I probably wouldn't use. If I was to make this, I would just focus on me trying to get the, you know, paint surgeon and just use that and just cook up like that. Alright, so once you do that, finally my people, I'm able to get shades of Alonzo Mourning. Can't go wrong with that rim reaping mid post riser. Okay, so deters, inside scores, great close range score, strong physical presence, slams, lobs without gathering. This is definitely some strengths of Alonzo Mourning. So now what we want to do is we want to go to the cap breakers so we can see what we got going on. So let's do it. All right, my people, so in terms of the cap breakers, right, we're looking at the cap breaker, build specializing. What would you want to build specializing? It's really up to you. If you want to build specialize in shooting, that's fine. You could definitely do that, you know, because if we do get the option to get an 88 mid-range, all right, so that's dope. But like I said, with the cap breakers on this build, we can literally finesse it. So we started out with having a 60, right? Only a 60 3-point shot, but with 5 cap breakers, you can have an 86. But to me, is that really Alonzo Mourning build? No, but most people like to make builds like this and have a 3-point shot. So most people will say the builds are trash if you don't have a 3-point shot. So it doesn't make sense to put any cap breakers to the pass act because we only get the fundamental, which is one of the worst passing styles to ever exist, right? So like I said, if you want that 86 3-point shot, you go right ahead. You can get this mid-range to an 88. That's good. If you want to go 95 standing dunk, you could, because in takeover you'll have 99. That's a good thing with that. Let's see what else we could do here. We could get actually more perimeter defense, my people. We could get this up to an 80, so we could play more perimeter defense. That's really good right there. The block, I mean, I don't think it would be smart to go 96 block. I think you should just leave it at 93. If you go 90 here on a defensive rebound, that's cool. Or you could go 96 strength. I think that would be good. And maybe putting cap breakers towards the strength, and then the defensive rebound would be a go-to smart thing right there. But I like that a lot. Do we get anything else for this? No. So we don't get anything else. If we get still cap breakers, I don't think that makes sense to put anything there. You could get ball handle on this build too. So maybe if you want to put ball handle to this Alonzo Mourning build, a 78 ball handle is pretty darn good. If you ask me, that's another good option right there. I would say that that's a W if you wanted to do that, because now you could be a ball handler. Speed of ball can go to 66, which will make you a little more faster. The free throw is very low, which is you know, not the greatest, but it is what it is. Even if you wanted to, for example, like I'm looking at this speed, right? Speed here is actually really good because you could get a 75 speed on here, which is crazy, my people. That's actually really nice. You can't go wrong with that. Or you could go 90 on the driving layup. That would be cheesy. Or maybe let's say you wanted to go higher on your driving dunk. and that's another option. You could go 82, but you got so many things that you could do with this build. It's really up to you. Make this build the way that you like it, your play style, and you'll be just fine. All right, so y'all let me know what y'all thought about this build. Until next time, much love.